Welcome to Book Talks, the show that speaks to education, health, entrepreneurship, and so much more.
Welcome to Book Talks, a show that amplifies, builds, and connects. My name is Mrs. B, and I welcome you to Book Talks. Today in our studio, we've got a very beautiful and lovely, colorful guest, and his name is Welcome. Welcome. You are so much welcome to Book Talks.
Thank you so much.
So tell me about yourself, Welcome. And
yes.
Look at you. You look so beautiful.
Thank you. No, I had to come here and just serve. Okay.
You are serving,
I had
giving.
I had to.
You look so beautiful
Thank
and
you.
lovely. You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much. Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yes, as you've said, my name is Welcome, and I am an artist. I like to call myself an artist, and I use fashion and style and poetry as a way to express myself, right? And my Instagram is where I really use that as a platform to show up and dress the way that I want to, and write the poetry that I want to, and essentially just do things that feel very real and authentic to me. And even in this outfit, it's very over the top, right? But it's still very much part of who I am and so on. So in a nutshell, that's who I am. But of course, we can unpack that even more later.
Yeah. So would you say that you use fashion to express yourself and to, like, it's a language for you?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's a language for me. First of all, I think when you grow up in an environment where, my mom was such a stylish woman, right? And I remember she would have this black jewelry box, and it would have pearls and brooches, and she had fur coats and plenty of shoes, and she has this beautiful big afro. Wow. And it was so innate for her to look beautiful. It was part of who she was, that it's just as innate and as natural as it is for me. And so if I'm not writing, I'm creating an outfit in order to really express myself and to make a statement about who I am and what I'm feeling at the time. So it's definitely something that is a tool for me to, just to show up, and talk and communicate and so on. Yeah,
through your fashion.
Absolutely.
Very, very beautiful.
Thank you.
So, would you say that you didn't really discover fashion? You grew up in fashion,
Yes.
like you said. You were inspired by your mother.
Absolutely, absolutely. I grew up with it, but then of course you see images on TV and on magazines, right? And you're like, oh, this is beautiful. And I think for me, looking at stars, like growing up looking at Michael Jackson and the clothes that he used to wear, and Whitney Houston and it just really just say to me, oh my goodness, clothes can really sell a dream, it can really capture a moment, a cultural moment, because those stars really shifted culture in their work, and they did it while looking really fantastic and so on. So I can definitely say that it was something that really I grew up with and later on discovered through media and so on. So it was fantastic.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So tell me about your educational background. Did you
Yes.
study fashion? Is it something that you studied?
Yes.
Just tell me about your educational background. Who is Welcome in terms of academics?
Yo, girl. story and a half, because so I finished matric, right? And I was like, okay, I think I want to study fashion and so on.
Yeah.
I went to apply for fashion. I got accepted in fashion and so on.
Okay.
And I was very excited, right? Because this is literally speaking to who I am.
Yeah.
But I also really enjoyed fashion magazines.
Okay.
And I remember saying to my mom, I want to own a fashion magazine. I want to publish a fashion magazine, but I didn't know exactly what that meant. So I remember going to Boston Media House and speaking to, I think he was the principal at the time, but he also played career advisor. And I said to him, I want to have a fashion magazine. And he was like to me, study media and major in journalism.
Okay.
That's what you need to do.
Okay.
So I applied, I got accepted, and I did the whole media and journalism thing, and I really didn't obviously study fashion from then on. Then I went on to be a journalist for a couple of years. Then I wanted something different, and I evolved into being a conceptual copywriter in advertising.
Okay.
And that's been my main source of income, my career, and so on. And it's fun, right? Because I get to be a creative and so on. So the fashion thing really isn't a formal education for me. It's instinct. You know, it's a feeling that I have. And I essentially just basically go with my gut feeling, doing a lot of research. Pinterest is my bestie.
Your go-to.
My go-to. It's literally my bestie. But just seeing other people and how they carry themselves and my language and so on. So there isn't really a formal education in the fashion. It's instinct at this point in time.
Right.
Yeah.
Which surely is working for you because you are the 2024 proudly South African winner.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
You go designer.
Yeah. Very exciting.
So tell me about that journey. How did you get to be the winner of 2024 proudly South African local fashion designer?
Oh goodness, what a ride.
Yeah.
So first of all, I had no clue about this competition. I've never heard about it, and I saw the announcement online. I looked at it, I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Then I saw Mzukisi, who is the creative director and the founder of Imprint South Africa. And he was one of the judges, right? And I was like, okay, there's no way I'm not entering here. Like, there's no way. Yeah, absolutely. I'm such a huge fan of his work. I'm such a huge fan of his point of view. So I'm like, if anyone is going to pick me out of the 4 judges, it has to be Mzukisi. So I entered the competition and, I saw the top 40 announcement and I was very excited about that. Did not think I was going to make it to the top 10, to be very honest. And I made it to the top 4 because there were 4 winners. There were 4 judges and 4 winners. And I made it to the top 4 and it was such an amazing feeling. It was an affirmation for me. It really affirmed my journey in creativity and in fashion and so on. So exhilarating, very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So tell me, so who do you design for? Do you design, can I come to you and say, hey, I need an outfit?
Yeah.
So tell me, how does the designing part of your life works?
Yeah, so it essentially, like I mentioned before, at this point in time, or for the longest time rather, I looked at myself as an artist and my body was a canvas to basically create art, write the art and so on. Right now where I am, I basically see myself more as a person who is very open to anything in terms of how do I express myself in fashion. So do I continue being an artist that just basically uses Instagram as a platform to speak through fashion and poetry, or do I also design clothes for people and be a stylist? Very open to that. Y'all can hit me up. Y'all can hit me up. You can reach out to me, and if you got an exciting point of view as well, I think I'll really like working with you. I styled my cousin for a wedding. It was really beautiful wedding dress, and the groom as well. My friends and family, I've also styled them and so on. So yeah, like anything goes at this point. So I'm very excited about the possibilities.
Nice, that's beautiful.
Yes.
So stylist, fashion designer, advertiser.
Girl,
you
creative through and through.
You are indeed.
Yeah.
So welcome. So how do you see yourself in the near future in terms of collaborating your creativity in terms of maybe writing, writing for fashion, or like just being a stylist? What do you see comes 5 years to come?
That's a very good question. That's a very, very good question. I think for now, what I see for myself is I my core, what I really enjoy doing, honestly, is creating outfits and being an artist that carries these outfits and this poetry. So I definitely see myself probably having exhibitions of the outfits that I put together. Maybe photography is a huge part of my work. So doing, fashion shoots, short films around fashion and poetry and so on. That would make me really happy.
Wow,
To create fashion films and exhibitions and shows that come from me as an artist and so on. And have that being the base and my everyday 9 to 5 situation. That would be great. Fashion line down the line, maybe. We never know. Why not? We'll see how we go. But right now, I really love being the canvas, and really connecting to the work that I do, and so on. So, that's what I think I'd like to be in the next 5 years. Okay. Definitely, yeah.
So you've mentioned poetry.
Yes.
Tell me about that side.
Yes.
What is poetry when it comes to Welcome's poetry? What am I getting there?
Oh, girl, this it's my favorite. Like, we've already spoken to the fact that I study journalism and writing is a thing for me. But and I'm a copywriter, right? I'm in advertising, but I am a writer through and through. So for me, guys, we're so afraid of feeling like to emotion, because we just think, yo, if I feel this feeling, I'm gonna die and it's gonna break me. And what we do a lot of the time is that we numb ourselves and we distract ourselves. So others clearly, if only for too long, we party too much, we drink too much, we watch too much TV, we work too much because we don't want to sit with ourselves and feel. And my job as an artist, as a writer, as a poet, is to make people meet themselves deeper than they've ever met themselves. Even if it's for the 5 minutes that you read the poetry, just sit with yourself and say, here I am. And that's what I want to do. So when I create the fashion imagery, I combine it a lot of the time with the poetry. So it's not all about, oh, this is a pretty dress, this is a pretty look, you slay, but it's also, oh, I got something to think about here, So that's a point of view, and I've been lucky that I've been published in, I think, 2 anthologies. When I was in high school, I got published in an anthology, a poetry anthology, and a couple of years back, I was also published in an anthology and so on. So I think my mission has been to combine both of those worlds as closely as possible, because I don't see myself as a different thing. I know to the rest of the world, they can say, either you're a writer or you're a fashionista. I'm literally all of those things in one.
It's all expression.
It's all expressions. It's all expression, and that's the beauty about being an artist, that you don't have to be confined in one world. Yeah.
So are you looking into any collaborations, either in any space that you glow in? Are you looking forward to, like, I could do collaboration with this person or whatever?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what was really great about winning the competition is meeting people in the industry. People who are already established. There's amazing stylists and designers and so on. And I've made connections with them. And, we've kind of spoken about working together and sitting down and working so on. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm definitely doing that. Even photographers, there've been photographers since I've been very consistent with my work on Instagram. There've been photographers who've reached out and said, "Oh, I like how you put yourself together. Can I take a photo of you?" And so yes, I want to, and I'm very excited for the future and what that holds. So yeah.
So Welcome, what advice would you give to somebody out there just sitting with this many ideas, but the ideas ain't coming out.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's an idea that we came to this beautiful outfit that you're wearing today.
Yeah.
And you're talking about expression. You're an artist that expresses themselves through your writing, through your fashion. And then there's somebody out there who's just sitting and thinking, but all these things are just here. They're not doing anything about it. What's your advice to our younger South Africans or even older?
Yeah. I love that you said even older.
Yeah.
Because we like aging people out of their dreams, guys. Like let's not age people out of their dreams. All right. You mentioned being here.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I love poetry, because I take what's here and put it down on paper.
Yeah.
Or on the computer.
Yeah.
Even with clothes,
Yeah.
it becomes physical.
Yeah.
Write it down, whatever it is that you're
Love
thinking
it.
about, and start small. You don't have to have $1 million. And I'm saying cliches, guys, but it's a reason why it's a cliche. When people say start small, do with what you can, I promise you, it's true. You know, because you think you have to have $1 million and have all of these connections
To look this nice.
Yeah, I am very mindful that having resources helps.
Yes.
So I'm not my head is not in the clouds. I know that having access, having money does help, but start with what you have and be consistent. Do it as many times as you can. It will come to fruition, you know? So put it on paper, make the thing, and slowly but surely it's going to come to. And also, when you start out, just know that you're gonna feel like you suck,
Right.
because
Right.
usakala, you know. But once you're in it, I'm telling you, you are going to be.
Everybody
just
starts somewhere.
Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody starts
Nice
somewhere.
advice. Nice
Yeah.
advice. So where do we find you? Tell me about your Instagram handle, the one that I need to go to right
Yes. So it's at welcome_Moyo. Moyo. So it's at welcome_Moyo. That's where you can find me.
I'm only on Instagram.
Yes, that's my main page.
Okay.
That's where I am gonna open the TikToks and so on.
Yes.
In time.
Okay.
But right now, I just really want to give Instagram love because it's very focused on art and you know, creativity and so on. So it's my favorite platform for now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thank you.
And I want that outfit.
Girl, I'll make you one.
Please.
So we can twin and all of that.
Right.
I got you.
Because like I said, it's
Yeah.
something like your expression of clothing. It's something that, you know, it's not too like, oh my God, I cannot do that.
Yeah.
It's an expression that I just want to do this.
That makes me so happy.
Yes,
That
thank
makes
you
me
so
happy.
much for gracing us
Thank
with your
you.
beautiful, beautiful
Thank
story.
you for having me.
We really appreciate you for coming.
Yes.
And Zanzi, that's all we had for today. Thank you so much. Peace.
Bye.